All right. So what I try to do here essentially every time I come here is provide you with a different perspective that you might not have heard of before. Remove a limiting self-belief that you've been telling yourself, or just inspire you in a little way where it's gonna plant a seed today and then fucking years later, this seed is gonna grow into a tree and it's just gonna change your life, and hopefully you're gonna live for the betterment of your life, and you're gonna achieve your dreams or whatever essentially. So you read the title of the video, should I go out and have fun on self-improvement? I wrote this down and I have a little bit of experience, and I want to offer a different perspective, starting with a little bit of a context and a bit of a background. If you're watching this, maybe you might relate to this. You're either just starting on self-improvement, or this is the first time you're hearing about self-improvement, or you've been on this for a couple months now. If you're a master at this might not really apply to you, because this is really going to apply to some of the newer guys. You might be used to the concepts that I'm going to talk about here, so it's up to you if you want to stick around or not. Let's get straight into it. Before I started self-improvement, before I got into it, and before I was conscious of self-improvement, I'll say, because you know what, I've been in many ruts and I'm still not where I want to be. I'm constantly improving, and life has just been going up and down. So before I became conscious of self-improvement, and I know what it was, and I knew the idea, my idea of having fun was like anybody else. Going out with mates, having mates over at my house or going to my friend's house, watching movies, having a late nighter, going for late night walks, getting on our bikes, riding around and doing all this stuff. Sometimes even going out to mate's house and just doing drugs, smoking weed or, whatever, drinking alcohol, having a dance, playing music, having a party, dancing, whatever it is. Going out into the city, going for drives with friends, going to the beach with friends, just doing stuff with friends. That was my idea of having fun. Laughing, doing stupid shit, just having fun. And so the way I would go out was exactly like that. I'd have friends over at my house, would eat junk food, and we'd just watch movies. And, it felt cool to stay up until like 2 a.m. at night and then go for a walk on the streets where there was nobody awake and we were the only ones. It felt pretty cool, right? That felt fun. Sometimes even I remember we planned, I think twice, that we were gonna sneak out of our houses at 12 a.m. midnight and meet at the local park and just go around for a BMX ride, right? We all had bikes back then, so we were just gonna ride in the middle of midnight on the road, because there were no cars, there were no people, and it was gonna feel really cool and whatnot. So that was my idea of fun. Now, come the time where I got into self-improvement, I jumped on YouTube, I found some fucking video guy, I found some YouTuber, and he talked about oh yeah, if you meditate, you feel happier. That's literally probably how I found it. If you meditate, you'll feel happier. But back even before that, what got me really interested or primed to the thought about self-improvement was two guys, and you might know these people, Jose Zuniga and Aaron Marino, Alpha M and Teaching Men's Fashion. Man, thank God for those guys. I'm so grateful, right? But later on, I watched a few other guys, starting with fitness influencers, and then it went on to self-improvement people, But so I got into this idea, and they're preaching about, hey, meditation is good for your mental health. You should work out. You should go for a walk. You should journal. All these new ideas, these new things that I could be doing started to fill up my mind, right? And suddenly, at home, I was, journaling at night. And over time, it started to become fun. When you first start meditation, it's frustrating, it's hard. You don't know what to do. You don't know if you should be actively getting rid of thoughts, or you should be focusing on not thinking. You don't know what to do, so it's frustrating. But something funny happens, and you might relate to this, right? If you've been on self-improvement for a while, something funny happens. Meditation is hard, and then it becomes fun. It doesn't necessarily become easier that fast, although it does over, years of practice, but it becomes fun pretty quick. Because when you meditate and you finish, you feel good. And because you feel good, that feels fun to you because you just did something productive and you got a result out of it. Right? So that feels fun. Now, again, working out. When you first start working out, it doesn't feel fun. It feels novel. It feels exciting because it's new and it's challenging and you're learning. It might not feel fun where you're like, oh, every day, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to be able to bicep curl today, right? Maybe it's not that way. But again, something fun happens. Something interesting happens. 3 months later, 6 months later, you've been eating your protein consistently. You've been working out consistently. And then just out of nowhere, you decide to take a shower, you look at the mirror and damn, I've got a chest, right? That happens. You look at yourself and you're like, what? When did I develop this sick chest? You look at yourself and you've got triceps or you've got a bit of abs going on. I remember when I was like 17 and 18 or something in high school in grade 10 and 11, I started really getting results. I was getting abs. I was getting that V-taper look. My shoulders were popping out and my arms were getting bigger. And prior to that, I hadn't gone to the gym, but I was playing football every day, like soccer, every single day without a beat. I kid you not, every single day for about 5 years, I was playing soccer at school, every single day. So I was already fit. But what started as something like, oh yeah, this is supposed to be healthy for me, so I'm just gonna go and work out and feel pain. And you know what, maybe tomorrow I might not do it, but the day after I'll for sure go, right? Whatever. It suddenly became fun. Because there I was looking at myself in the mirror before school starts, thinking, when the fuck did I become this good looking? And then right afterwards, I realized, oh shit, I've been working out, so I deserve to feel this way. And guess what? I put in effort and it created me this result. That's fun. For us, what we're realizing in this is there's a pattern here. When we do something and it provides us with a result that we kind of wanted, that's fun. Not only that, but if we go back to pre-self-improvement, when we were hanging out with friends, having fun like anyone else would, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, right? That was fun for us. We weren't really doing anything productive, let's be honest, right? Maybe if you had friends over, you did drugs, you took alcohol, right? You're talking about some old friend that you had and you got into this fight and you're just talking about, like, let's be honest, when was the last time you met up with a friend, went to their house and talked about self-improvement, business, the purpose of life, how to be mentally healthy, how to respect your parents, like, are you gonna guys have kids? Like, we don't talk about that stuff. So the concept of fun is different. So when you get on self-improvement, suddenly what you begin to learn is that hard work can be fun. Hard work can be fun. Doing productive things can be fun. It doesn't necessarily need to be hard. Meditation isn't hard in the sense that it takes a lot of effort, right? It's hard in the sense that you just need to focus and it's a skill you need to develop. Meditation is so easy and it's fun. It becomes fun after a while. So coming back to the question, should I go out and have fun on self-improvement? Well, you've been on self-improvement or you're just starting on self-improvement, and I'm telling you, productive work or even productivity in general can really begin to feel like fun. So what would I recommend? My answer is, yeah, man, go out and have fun on self-improvement. But not fun in the sense that what you would normally do before self-improvement. Fun in the sense that, for example, go out and go for a hike, right? Why? Well, it's productive, it's healthy for you, it's good for you, right? You're gonna be meditating and you don't have to rush the hike, you can just walk as slow as you want. You're in nature, you're feeling good, you know it's productive, and it's hard. When you first go into the hike, it's exciting. When you're an hour into the hike, it's hard. You're like, fuck, bro, what am I doing here? When you finish the hike, you feel like you're on top of the world. Because you look back and say, man, I can't believe I just walked and hiked this mountain for 4 hours and now I feel so good. That is fun, my bro. Okay? Now, let me give you another completely different example. What if you went out and all you did for the entire day, for Sunday, right? You went and found a spot, set up a little rag on the floor, on the grass, and you just stayed there for 6 hours, under the sun, in nature, surrounded by trees. Maybe you brought a journal, maybe you brought a soccer ball, maybe you're just doing yoga and meditating. But the point is, you isolated yourself for a bit in nature and you just stayed there and you relaxed. Now, this isn't hard work, right? It's not hard, but by all means, it is productive and it is fun. Because why? You might think, dude, what am I gonna do here, right? Like, it's gonna be boring. I don't have my phone. I don't have people. What do you mean? I'm going alone by myself. Well, realize this, brother. You're on self-improvement. And what you're doing here is so valuable. And I'll put it this way, okay? I've been talking about this concept in a while. And the thing is, what you focus on will influence the next few thoughts that will come up in your brain, right? If you were walking in the street tomorrow and you saw a woman with her breasts out, immediately you would get sexual thoughts, right? So the idea here is, by going to a park, the forest, the beach, right? Setting yourself up a little area, sitting, getting that sunshine in your eyes, getting into nature, listening to the birds, listening to whatever's around you, and just grounding and calming yourself. Well, that's the point of focus, isn't it? You're focused on peace. You're focused on feeling good. So the inspiration, the motivation, the positive thoughts, what are you going to be telling yourself in your brain? Oh man, I deserve this. You know, it's good. I feel good. I feel like I'm ready. I'm feeling motivated. I'm feeling healthier. I'm in the sun. The sun's making me feel energetic, right? Maybe you're laying down on the beach and the next thought that comes into your brain is, you know what, man? This is beyond amazing that no matter what it takes, one day I'm gonna get to a point in my life where any day and any time I choose, I can come to the beach and do this. And now suddenly you're inspired. And you use this thought as motivation to keep you going when shit gets tough. So you've been on self-improvement for 4 months, shit is getting tough, you're getting a bit mentally unstable, right? You've just been meditating like crazy, you've been working like crazy, results haven't been showing up, maybe. So one day, you take a day off, 6 in the morning till 9 p.m. at night, you go and isolate yourself, you sit in the forest, you go for a walk, you go to the beach and just set yourself up a day and just lay on the sand, do fucking angels. Go walk down to the coffee shop, get a coffee, and sit outside and just stare at the sun. Journal on the floor. Not only is this going to be fun for you, but the inspirations, the motivations, the positive self-talk that you're going to be telling yourself during this time is going to be so important, because the next day you start on your self-improvement again and you get to work, you're going to feel good, you're going to feel inspired, you're going to feel fresh. Now imagine, instead of this, for 4 months you've been working, yada, 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 you just need to take a break. So on Sunday, from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., you go to your mate's house and all you guys do is talk shit, right? Because let's be honest, dude, you're not talking about business, right? Especially if they're your mates from high school, whatever. You just talk shit, you talk about other people, you take drugs, you do some alcohol, you watch something, everyone's on their phones talking about this basketballer, this rapper, this, that. That's not refreshing. And then the next day you go back on your self-improvement, you're not inspired, you don't feel any better. Matter of fact, you feel worse. You kind of feel like a loser, right? You're not refreshed, you're not recharged at all. You haven't done anything for yourself. And although that might be fun as well, talking about whatever, just being with your mates, that might be fun. But brother, again, you're on self-improvement. We need to be looking at other ways of having fun. And what's to say that your mates might not be into that kind of stuff? Just invite your mate to go on a hike next time. Fucking invite your mate to go on go to the bush and just have a picnic with the boys, kick the ball around, bring a few guitars, everyone brings a book or something. Like, introduce that idea, but we need to start looking at how we can have fun in other ways. Not in the usual, talking with mates. And I'm not saying that's bad. You can do that still. But just remember, you're on self-improvement and you're doing this for a reason. So when you've been really working hard and you need to take some time off, are you gonna take that time off by doing something negative that's not gonna recharge you, that's not gonna improve and your energy, your mental state? Or are you gonna do something positive, something healing, something peaceful, right? For example, yesterday I took the whole day off. I went to the beach early in the morning. Man, I had my coffee and just sitting down, looking at the sunshine, people watching, feeling how life would be when I've achieved what I set out to achieve, and I'm here sitting there and I'm feeling like I'm already there, if that makes sense. So I'm being inspired. And then I went and found this grass patch and I just set up my towel and I sat down under the sun for about 3 hours, man, getting sunshine, feeling good, because I've been indoors for a while as well. Straight after, I did a bit of yoga. I'm feeling flexible. I'm just clear-minded. I'm peaceful. I'm calm. And I'm feeling motivated as well. I'm getting a bit of inspiration. I was thinking to myself yesterday, how can people be here every single day that they choose and surf and live like this? I'm gonna live like this as well. I'm gonna be here. I want this. See, I'm inspiring myself as well, and it's fun. It's fun for me to just sit on the sun, under the sun, because I know I'm getting my vitamin D. I know I'm not on the phone. I know I can get some dopamine detox, all this stuff. I know it's fun. So again, I hope this kind of gives you a different perspective about how you can go about having fun. Don't be afraid to take some time off from self-improvement. But if you actually realize it's a paradoxical thing, because if you just do what I'm telling you to do, you're not taking time off self-improvement. You're doing more self-improvement, right? So it's a win-win for you. You feel good about yourself. You take a break, but it's not really a break because you're still under the sun, you're relaxing, you're peaceful, you're not stressing, right? You're not thinking about how much of a failure or how bad you're not thinking about any of that. And that's what you need. Sometimes, I'll be honest with you, man, sometimes you've been in your house for too long, surrounded by 4 walls, white lights, no sunshine. Shit gets tough. So get some sunshine, boy. And get to fucking work, baby. All right, man. I'll see ya.